Lucifer Season 2 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you are caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And this whole season is a first time watch for me, this season and the rest of the seasons. This will be Lucifer Season 2, Episode 3. The title of this episode is called Sin Eater. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode about 5 hours ago approximately. So we have Nick, who is sorry for all the sins that he's committed, and he's getting burned to death as he's chained to a pole. I think he's chained to a pole, or he's attached to something. And Lucifer is letting hot candle wax drip on a hottie, and then Mom shows up, or Mom slash Charlotte. She wants to see Amenadiel. Some more double fudge for Trixie from Dan. Trixie's really getting good at getting double fudge from Dan the douche. Crime scene time. Chloe and Lucifer see the burn victim Nick. Ella Lopez also checks out the victim. Gnarly burn pattern, Ella says. Now, Lucifer and Ella are having too much fun, and Chloe says they need to take this seriously. Game bloody on, as punishing is Lucifer's job. Lucifer didn't have all of his buttons buttoned properly. They have a lead, and it's Lila Sims. Chloe and Lucifer go see Lila Sims, and it seems like Nick pulled some pranks on some people. They show a scene where a guy's, sleeping with his legs open, and he lights his crotch area on fire, and it's very embarrassing, and everybody in the company sees that. So this guy, Tommy, is questioned. He says that Nick deserved what happened to him, and Lucifer asks Tommy what he desires, and Tommy confesses to Lucifer that he killed Nick. I don't think he did, though, but for some reason he confessed to it. Charlotte / Mom has arrived to the station. What are you doing here, Mom? Detective! Chloe says she didn't know Lucifer knew Charlotte so well. Chloe's thinking that Charlotte is another one of Lucifer's flings, and that's definitely not the case. We have another murder. Looks like we're tracking a serial killer here. Ella says victim number 2 has broken ribs and a ruptured spleen. He was choked with a bunch of apples, lodged in his throat and down his esophagus. Lucifer says certainly brings a new meaning to Deep Throat. Wow. The killer is recreating a sex tape, they find out. So Lucifer decides he wants to go out for a drink instead of follow Chloe around to stupid crime scenes. We have Dr. Linda Martin at the Lux chatting with Maze. She says the view here is nice. Charlotte / Mom arrives, and Maze says she needs to get rid of that bitch. And Dr. Martin is thinking that that's Lucifer's new woman of the day. And that's not his girlfriend. She's toxic. Maze is going to take Dr. Martin's advice and tells the bartender to take care of her. Chloe tells Dan she doesn't think it's fair to put Trixie in the middle of their relationship problems, and she doesn't think they should go on this what is it, a trip camp? I don't remember what they're going to, but it's something. I guess I don't pay attention to this as much as I should. I'm trying to watch the episode and type things, and sometimes my brain forgets to put things. I admit it happens. So Mom's decided to dance at the Lux. And Mom asks Lucifer if Lucifer is still trying to win over his father. Oh, detective, you're here! As Lucifer is checking out all the bad things that are on the internet. It's like the the Google in this episode, but it's not really Google. Alcohol abuse by Amenadiel. Maze shows up and busts open the door. What are you hiding? Nothing. Maze tells Amenadiel that there's a new woman in Lucifer's life and she wants him to get rid of her. Chloe and Lucifer come to the conclusion that Lila Sims is the serial killer that they're trying to chase, played by Robin Givens. Amenadiel goes to see Lucifer and ends up speaking with Charlotte/Mum. He tells her that he tries to be a good son. And it was a longer conversation than that. For some reason, that's the only thing that I decided to put. And then she tells him she's tired of fighting. Take me back. I'm ready. So in this conversation, he realizes that that's his mom. Lila isn't the killer after all, as somebody has a gun pointed at her. It turns out it's Raymond, or Ray, that's doing the killings. And he was in like the first scene we saw with Lila. And right then I knew that she was he was most likely in on it. He makes Lila dump gasoline on herself. Are we sure we're not talking about Lila West of Dexter or Lila Turney? Because fire is her MO. Lucifer asks Raymond why. Because he wants to get advice from him. It's like Dexter wanting to find things out from Arthur Mitchell, the Trinity Killer. Lucifer wants to talk to these bad people and learn from them. He couldn't take it anymore, Ray says. He says he likes seeing them beg for forgiveness. They end up stopping Raymond because what happened was there was, all the gasoline was on Lila, and he had the lighter in his hand, but they put like a fire extinguisher from the top to get rid of that and stop that from happening. So they did get him, and Lucifer punched him afterwards. Congratulations, detective! Chloe tells Dan that she thinks they should go together on the trip with Trixie, just for Trixie's sake. And then Dan says that, well, ultimately, they should get a divorce. That's a little surprising. Didn't he want to get back with Chloe? Even though, what's the guy's name from last season? The bad guy. Malcolm sent the text from Dan's phone to Trixie. She should know that wasn't really Dan now, so that should fix all that, even though Dan was a bad guy and took stuff. I don't know. I'm getting on a tangent here. Amenadiel didn't send Mom to hell after all. He's going against Dad now. And Mother is being sentenced to stay on Earth by Lucifer and live life as Charlotte Richards. And then some idiot tries to mug Charlotte/Mum, and she uses her superhuman strength to throw him up against a building, either knocking him out or knocking the wind out of him, or it just killed him. I don't know if he was actually dead or not. And that's what ends this episode. So this should have been really a fantastic episode of Lucifer, but I felt like it didn't live up to what the story plot was of a serial killer in this episode. Like, it was kind of lame and vague. In my opinion, I don't know. I found myself like bored during it. It took me like 4 hours. No, not 4 hours. Probably 2.5 hours to finish the episode. It happens though. So I'll score it a 7.6 out of 10. Still respectable, but obviously, definitely, I thought it would be a lot better with season 2 supposed to be pretty good. The female character of the episode, I'm going to give it to Mum/Charlotte. I guess she's really Mum in this episode. And then we have Lucifer, of course, as the male character. Special recognition to Detective Douche. He was pretty good in this episode as well. And then we have the villain, Raymond, Ray, whatever you want to call him. I'll give him a 6.2 out of 10. He could have been very formidable, but ended up being a bitch in the long run. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash that like button. It goes a long way. Let's say I get about 6 to 8 likes on these videos typically. If I got 8 to 12 likes, it may not seem like a lot, but every little bit helps. So make sure you Hulk smash that like button. I would appreciate it. And I know you don't want to like a lot of likes in your history on my channel, but hey, you're watching the video anyway. Share the video with anybody you know. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode. What would you score the episode, and who would be your male and female character of the episode? And actually, at this point, Chloe is starting to get on my nerves all of a sudden. I don't know why that's the case, but that's the case. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return. What do you desire?